Clothing is everywhere. Pants, t-shirts, socks, jackets, shoes, and more are worn every day by people around the world. The forever-growing fashion industry has continued to evolve and will continue to do so. Nevertheless, clothing is a necessity, and therefore needs to be continuously manufactured. The problem with this is that manufacturing is not done by machines, it's done by people. Countries such as China, Bangladesh, and Asia have become well known for exploiting their workers, making the clothing itself. Even the United States has sweatshops. Large cities such as New York and Los Angeles are included in the fast fashion industry. Mass producing and up-to-date styles have become more important to distributors than the well-being of the people making the clothes. Becoming active in preventing fast fashion, whether it's donating to stores or signing petitions, is essential in stopping the issue and making it safe for the environment and people. Unfortunately, I have not always known this information. It was not until recent years that I discovered the harm that I can cause by shopping at certain stores. Since then, after further educating myself, I simply limit where I shop and what I buy. According to the survey I conducted, the primary portion of participants are unaware of fast fashion in the world. They simply don't know what it is. This is the case with many people around the world, or at least people who buy clothes. Fast fashion has seeped into our everyday lives, and the impact is detrimental. Visualizing a solution while also becoming active to make it a reality has become more important than ever. But the first step in stopping fast fashion is understanding the problems it contains. Fast fashion is overtaking the clothing industry. Not only are people being harmed, but also the environment. Today, 75 million people around the world participate in sweatshops or textile shops. According to waronone.org, 3 million of Bangladesh's population, 85% being women, work in sweatshops. The workers struggle to survive on little to no pay, unsanitary and unsafe working conditions, all while being denied rights. Gender discrimination is also a frequent component of the fast fashion industry workers. Positions of management are primarily male-dominated, while the workers are primarily female-dominated. This leads to mental abuse, physical abuse, and sexual assault. Fast fashion is also hurting the environment. According to BusinessInsider.com, the fashion industry produces 10% of the world's carbon emissions, is the second largest consumer of the world's water supply, and infects the ocean with microplastics. Additionally, since 2000, clothing production has doubled. Since most clothes are unable to decompose naturally, and the average person throws away 68 pounds of textiles per year, the clothing must go somewhere. Landfills. According to WRI.org, the lengthy decomposing process of clothing can take up to 200 years, all while one full garbage truck of clothing per second is distributed into landfills. Therefore, landfills are becoming overfilled. You may be thinking, are we not allowed to buy clothes anymore? The answer is no, but there are places where you should no longer buy clothes, therefore allowing regulations of the clothing industry to be changed. Whether you sign petitions, donate to organizations, or simply boycott fast fashion supporting chains, any act in the prevention of fast fashion is a step to a better future. Boycotting chains is a more popular solution to ending fast fashion, but there lies a problem. Speculation has conferred through boycotting brands, workers would, of course, be out of jobs. While this could potentially be a good thing, as they would be out of the toxic and harmful environment of sweatshops, it could also be bad. The workers would inevitably search for new jobs, possibly containing even worse conditions than previously. But according to activism.com, more and more brands are developing eco lines, or rather sustainable or ethical items. As consumers of clothing, we could focus our spending on these aspects of chains in hopes of inspiring manufacturers to focus more on this line. But this may not always be the case for chains, which is why signing petitions is just as important. Many petitions exist throughout various organizations or programs. Global Labor Justice has 2 petitions calling on H&M and Gap to take greater responsibility for their roles in the global production network, while also ending gender-based violence in their supply chains. Green America's petition urges Abercrombie & Fitch, Gap, and North Face to support safer work environments for Bangladeshi workers. Another method in stopping fast fashion is donating used clothing to local stores or shopping at resale organizations. Charity organizations such as Goodwill or Salvation Army are widely known for their resale of old items ranging from clothing, furniture, jewelry, and other items. Through donating clothes to places such as these, it is not sent to landfills or thrown away, therefore bettering the environment. Additionally, shopping at these stores is just as beneficial. The prices are lower than what they originally were, partially used of course, and there's a wide variety of clothing from t-shirts to jeans to shoes. Another benefit of donating your used clothes or items to charity organizations is even if they're unwearable or unusable, their organizations can send it to reliable recycling plants. Despite knowing the many ways a person can contribute to the future end of fast fashion, it is often hard to visualize the impact of the process. The idea that not everyone will pursue a role in stopping fast fashion can make it hard to proceed without taking action. This idea is justified as the immediate elimination of fast fashion as a whole could potentially harm many people. But over time, if fast fashion proceeds to be reduced and become a safer industry, its benefits far outweigh bad. Of course, due to fast fashion being a large contributor to pollution throughout the world, it would be significantly reduced as better protocols emerge and materials become more eco-friendly. More fashion designers and clothing brands are taking risks of saving the environment and advancement of the technological front, which is continued toward making fashion sustainable. Imagine oceans changing from dirty and unsafe habitats to clean, livable habitats for animals everywhere. Eco-friendly resources would theoretically reduce its water consumption, energy use, and chemical use. Eco-friendly resources are key into making a better future environment. In conclusion, fast fashion needs to be stopped. Its popularity in the clothing industry is rapidly harming people and the world. Despite this, there are ways to significantly reduce the negative impact fast fashion has. Petitions, donations, and awareness are all methods to do so. Lastly, the visualization of these methods can be a great motivating factor. It is time to do your part in bettering the world, and it starts with ending fast fashion. Remember, the next time you are out buying clothes, ask yourself, am I harming anyone by buying this product?